Hello, I'm going to use Screencast-O-Matic screen capture digital application to show you how to do several of the activities in the Module 5 Assessments Mini Projects module and our eFaculty Status mini course. The very first activity involves two levels of competency. The first one is that you will create a rubric that is actually good enough to share with others here at Dillard. And second, you will access a discussion board and share that rubric with us. So there's a lot of skills you'll have to have there. You'll get to build the rubric, take an image of it, and also access a discussion forum, create a post, and share that image so others can see what you've done, and perhaps they would like to use your rubric for their own courses. So the first thing is to open up the Module 5. On your own time, I encourage you to read thoroughly the overview and listen to one of the videos. The videos are the same, they're just posted in two different ways so you can see that modeled. And Module 5 activity is right here, and it's going to open up to that discussion forum. I can tell that by looking at this icon. And it's a post first type discussion forum, so you won't be able to get to see what kind of rubrics others have posted until you create your own thread and post your own. And this is another way of me modeling something that's very useful in Blackboard in the discussion forum. So you'll have to create a thread. Before you do that, obviously you need to see what you need to do. I've provided some resources. This resource is a web page that will open in its own window, and it's about how to create rubrics. This is a 3-minute video. I embedded it here using the Mashups tool, and it will tell you and show you how to create a rubric. This resource is the Creative Commons site where I got a rubric from the Teaching Online Pedagogical Repository, and we're going to use that one in this example. And this resource is another type of rubric for how to grade a research paper, whereas these were for how to grade discussion forum postings. Okay, to create the rubric, we have to leave this course, because in this course we are only a student. Open a new browser, log into Blackboard, and find a course in which you are an instructor. I'm an instructor in this course. Go to the control panel, find Course Tools, maximize it, and find the Rubrics tool. Let's create a rubric. We're just going to call this one a very basic discussion forum rubric. It's going to have, I think we'll do 5 levels of achievement and 3 rows of criteria. By default, you're going to get 3 by 3. So let's add a column. Okay, now we need to go and name these columns. Now we have to decide our style. Do we want this column to represent the highest level achievement and this one to represent the lowest level achievement? The rubric that I'm using to model this one after is going to have 4 levels of achievement, and they use a point system. So we have to kind of manipulate this to make it work for our needs. And we're going to make a percentage. So let's go back to our tool and see what we need to do. It looks like we need to delete this column. So that's how you edit and remove a column. We have the highest level achievement, and then it goes downward. So we want to do edit. 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 And what have they used for that 4th column? Nothing. I come from an exercise physiology background, and this makes me think I should put in the DNP, which in sports means did not participate. I'm trying to get over there. Okay, so now we know that this is going to be the highest level, the next highest, the third highest, and this is going to be valued at nothing. So we have to adjust our percentages. And then each row is going to be called a criteria, and we have to decide what those criteria are going to be. The defaults are formatting, organization, and grammar. But we're using this as our guide, so we need to change to quality of post, relevance of post, contribution to the learning community. And let's see what happens when we decide to balance the weights. Okay, so now we know that each criteria is basically equal in value. And these are basically separated in intervals of 34 points. So now we need to put some explanations in our cells. So now that we've copied and pasted all of the descriptions of the various achievement levels at the criteria level, we can review our work and see if it meets our needs. And I would possibly, if I were using this, add another level of criteria, and I would title it something like timeliness of post. So let's try to do that so I can demonstrate. So we're going to follow the point system we've already established. So now I've covered all the bases. The student posted on time and replied on time to the appropriate number of student postings you told them to reply to. Usually it's 2. The next level is they posted on time, but they didn't reply on time. However, they did manage to get out there on the board and reply. And this level shows that they did post and they did reply, but they just didn't do either of them on time. However, they did get out on the forum and participate. They were just tardy. And of course, they did not post. So I'm going to save this by hitting submit. And now in my course, I have a basic discussion forum rubric. In this conceptual menu, I see that I can add alignments if I were to do that. I can copy it, and if I were to copy it, that would just be a way for me to make another rubric and just make slight changes to it and give it a new title. You can also view associated content, meaning any assignment, discussion, assessment, etc. that you associate with this rubric, it would show up right here. Okay, I hope this rather lengthy video clip using Screencast-O-Matic Screen Recorder is helpful in showing you how to create a rubric. Now for your course where you're a student, I'm asking you to give an image of this. So how you would take an image would be to open it, and let's kind of get it maximized here. And you can either take a screenshot or use my favorite snipping tool. And I use the snipping tool, and I'm going to save it. I'm going to call it last name underscore mod 5 activity 1. Alright, now I'm going to go back over to the course where I'm a student, follow the instructions, which are, hey, I have to post first, so I have to create a thread. What to submit? Take a screenshot or use the snipping tool and snip an image of your finished rubric. Save it like this. And let's get it posted.